Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Today I'm making these cute notepad holders with matching pencil, and you can make them in a variety of thicknesses. I went really to town in this one, but I didn't add quite so much in this one and I wished I had. So for this you really need about 20 sheets, and I have built it up again. I'm still slightly short, but that was 20 sheets worth there. It's just copy paper. Cut it into 3-inch squares and glue them together, peg them together here with the clips, good clip at either side. Put your glue on and let it dry, and it makes a nice wee notepad. So you want to then cover it. For this one I've used Grapefruit Grove. This one I have used terracotta tile, but I got my measurements wrong first time round, so I corrected it, and this is a nice wee neat style. And I've used the butterfly gala. So let's have a wee go at it. I think they make lovely wee gifts. And what you're going to need to make it good and firm is a bit of cardboard from the back of packaging of some sort, you know, thick cereal box, or maybe the back of your paper pads and stuff like that. You usually get a good view on there. So you need this piece to be 3 1/8 inch wide by 3.5 inches. This one same width by 1/2 inch, and this one same width again, 3 1/8 by 1 inch. And you're going to need some nice papers, and we're going to go with the Highland Heather, excuse me, from the Subtles. So I'm going to use the gingham again. I'm a real sucker for gingham, so that's what I want to use. So you're going to need to cut your 6-inch squares into, for the main cover you need 6-inch long, but you need 4 1/8 inch wide. So that does the main body, and keep your wee bits because you're going to need them to decorate. And then you need another sheet, and this is to line the inside to make it all nice. You need it to be 3 inches wide by 5 inches long. So we'll cut the 3 inches here and 5 inches this way. Oops. And that will hopefully cover our inside nicely. Keep your wee scraps again because you need to make a wee loop for the pencil. And we should actually cut a wee bit now when we're here. We'll need 1.5 inches by, just measure your pencil. Your own pencil will measure different from mine probably. The IKEA one, I think it suits 2 7/8, I think. Yeah, 2 7/8 long. So you would need about 1.5 inches wide, so we'll trim that down a wee minute. 2 7/8. So make sure you keep the right bits separate, and about 1 2/8 inches is more than enough wide. And that wee bit can then do your holder for it. I'm going to keep that with the pencil so that we know, so that I don't get mixed up yet again. So right, let's do it. That's for your top. So turn that up like so, and we're going to actually stick this one. Set them all down in place, and then you'll know how much room you need to leave. We can come down. If you choose a bit in the pattern, it helps you to keep it all lined up straight. So this, I'm just leaving the tiniest wee gap for the folds so that everything just comes together nicely. That seems fairly okay. So we'll lift this one up, and I'm sorry if the light is jumping again. It's this time of the year. No matter what I do, I cannot I have direct sunlight into this room in the summertime, and it really can be a curse at times, you know, when you're videoing. So we're going to bring that to about there. We'll use this side line maybe to keep it all nice and straight, and then just glue the next one. The wee 1/2 inch one goes next, and again just leave a decent gap, but not too much, just enough for the paper to fold without too much tension on it. And again, try and keep it straight. And then the last one is the inch wide one. again leave your wee gap. And that's them. And now we're just going to trim off here, just close to your edge but not right at it. Your corners, just to give it a nice wee finish. And then we're going to fill those in. Just go around them all, fold them in and make sure you're happy with the way it's all going. Just make sure it all goes in there. That looks fairly good. So we can now glue those down. So just put a rim of your glue right round the edge. Just using tomboy glue. So press your pieces down and run your bone folder along to help them tick. And just work your way around. Pop up, just go back over it again in a minute, give the glue time to tick. I am a real stationery nerd, so anything to do with wee books, especially handmade ones, notepads, sticky notepads, I just love them. I can't get enough of them. And I do love to get them as presents too. So that's it. We're going to stick the next one. If you want to gently ease that now, I'm not going to town on it too much, just enough to make it all sit nicely. And then we're going to have to put this on. So that fits and covers all the edges nicely. So again, go around with your glue around the edges. And we'll do some up the middle this time too. Oops. Even try and match your gingham up when you're setting it on there, which I'm not doing. So just run your bone folder down to make sure every bit of it is taken. And then do your wee folds again. Just go in there with your bone folder right along those seams, but don't go mad, don't break your seams. You don't want them splitting. Just a nice gentle, excuse me, curve. So that's it. And you get your wee book, which you hopefully will have made before you start this. And we're wanting it to sit right in against it. And as you can see, I could have added more. I really should have added more, but I didn't. So I'm going to actually glue the back page instead of the top. I'll put a wee swag on the top just, but I don't think it's going to be enough to hold it. So push that in so that it is right up against it, but central. Okay. I mean, this glue does take fairly quickly, and with a wee bit on the back of it, it should help it to hopefully take. Now we can do a bit of stamping while that's taken. Oops. Where am I? I have all the stamps left out. I'm using this lovely butterfly. I have a sheet of paper here, and I'm just going to ink it up with the Highland Heather ink. So we'll just put this here where I can slide it into the punch. The dog's scratching at the door here and he's just distracted. So we'll want that in about central of the So we're finished with that. So we now need our other selection of stamps, which seem to have disappeared. Oh, they're right beside me. Twit-to-woo. So we'll do this part, the wee body again. Well, actually, you don't really need to do it in this, but I'm going ahead now anyway because I want to punch this baby out first. So get your punch, line it up. This is called the Butterfly Gala and Matching Punch. It is a bundle at the minute, but it is not going to be a bundle come June. So if you want it now at the best price, you should get it. Why not save a bit of money if you can? I actually want to go that way with those. Just very gently. I don't want a big turn on it. Just very gently. So we're going to stick that on. We're just keeping it flat. This is only purely decoration. The person who gets this, or whoever, myself maybe, will take the top page off. This is purely for decoration to give it a really nice look. So we'll go back in with her body again and stamp it. And then we're going to go in with the antenna and go up with that. And what was the other wee thing was a wee stamp that I took from a host set. This was the prettiest wee host set ever, and it's just this wee tiny hay. I mean, I never thought I would have used it, and there I think it's just perfect for this wee sentiment. I'm going to practice on this and make sure I haven't got it upside down, which I have. Always good to pre-stamp, just in case. Hey. And it doesn't have to be straight, it just has to be quirky. It's just a wee decoration and nothing more. So we'll pop all these out of the way. And we need to get our ribbon. And I am using really beautiful stuff. This is called, I'll just tell you, seam binding, isn't it? Crinkle seam binding ribbon. I mean, it is lovely. Oh, I lose that antenna about 10 times a day when I have those stamps out. It's gone again. So what we want to do is just pull this down, and we're going to tie a knot. Just make sure that you have your ribbon nice and flat at the back. Tie it up. I'm actually going to tighten a knot here so that it stays put. This crinkly ribbon is so staticky clingy, you know. So bring that round to the front so that your bow's facing the right way. I need to use my anti-static duster on this, honestly. Maybe it's just me full of static. But it is pretty. It's really pretty and vintagey. And get my scissors here. Clip this off. Looks sticking to me. If you're into vintage type things at all, you will enjoy this lovely ribbon. I'll have all the details of it down below. So that's our wee bow. It's still sticking to me. Right, so we want to make our pencil now. So this is the pencil. This bit's going to be the holder, and this bit is going to wrap around your pencil. Now, if you have a pen or whatever to put in here, just go ahead and do it. Just make sure your holder is thick enough. We're just wrapping that around so we know we have enough to cross over, and we have. So I'm just going to put some glue on this side. Not too much, but enough to make a difference. And I'm going in now because I want to spread it. Use your wee spreader side just to make sure that the glue is going right to the edges, because the edges is the part you want it to hold. So it doesn't really matter about the middle, and if you have to add more, do so. But just feel that you've got it right out to the edges on both sides. Hopefully that's enough. I don't want it oozing out either. So line that up so that your pencil is covered at the top. Smooth that one down. and then just roll it. Sorry, I can't really show you this as close as I'd like because I need to see what I'm doing myself. Just make sure that's all taken in there. Right round to the end, and hope that you have enough on it and it's not oozing out. If need be, go back in with one of those wee glue pens later. I don't think that's going to take as well as I'd like it to. So here comes the damagey bit. If I put too much, it's going to ooze all over the place. So I'm trying to be really frugal, because once I get sticky, there's no going back. You've seen it, and it's not pretty. If you use your bone folder or creaser, whatever you have to hand, hopefully that will help it take. That looks better, doesn't it? Much better. So we'll let that baby dry, and this one we want to actually wrap around it, leave it so it's got a straight bottom. Just crease that wee bit in so that you've got a wee taker there. Hold that, so that's going to be at the flat of your pencil, and this one's going to come round and match it, but you don't want it too tight or too loose. And I reckon if we cut it there, that should move that in and out. So just do your own pencils. No point me telling you measurements if your pencil's going to be different. So what we'll want to do is put a bit of glue on that edge there, the outside edge. Put your pencil in and bring that over, and just line those two edges up so that you've got kind of a wee cap. I can see that. Thinking about coming again. So go for that flat end that you've created and put a bit of glue. Not too much, Patricia. And we're just, oops, going to fit this in at the bottom. And line it up with the body of the, and use your pencil just to press it down so that it takes nicely. And there you have your lovely matching note pages. Just remember, maybe do 30 pages and cut it up. Now you say that's an awful waste of paper, and it really isn't, like, when you get going, because I'll just show you something else that I made out of the wastage. Keep your cut off strips and turn them into a lovely wee notebook. Perfect. I have all the wee pages that I kept, cut them off the top, did the exact same, glued it, clamped them, glued it, and then made a wee cover. Just really simple, and you're left with a lovely wee notebook for somebody to use, or yourself. So that was all those. I know it sounds like a lot of that one hasn't taken. Just be careful, I didn't give it long enough, and I think I'm actually going to take the top sheet off and fill them out to make them really robust. Like this one here looks so much better. And that was the first one I made, and of course I didn't count the amount of sheets that I used. This one I know I used 20 and 20, so we definitely need to go 30. I'd say it would be the best fit for a 1/2 inch, or change that size there to smaller to fit less pages. So I hope that all made sense. I know I really enjoyed making them. I'm going to enjoy giving them to people. So go out and pick up loads of IKEA pencils. Shh, I didn't say that. Really didn't. All details will be down below, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have more subscribers. Thanks for sticking by me now. Bye.